Good morning, happy Friday, everyone. But the major highway down here, the 14, has been closed this morning due to fire. So wifey can't go to work. She's here all day. And then they just sent a notice that the schools are shut down here all day because of fire. So I'm kind of waiting till the sun comes up so I can actually see where the smoke is, so I can plan my escape the HE double hockey sticks out of here. But that's what I woke up with this morning. Yesterday, when I was making the video, I said about the trash trucks coming by, but the wind was so crazy yesterday that they were blowing the trash cans all over, and trash cans were being blown out the street. Trash was just like exploding everywhere when they hit the ground, and the wind just takes it everywhere. So it's a mess outside. And I called my mom. I said, Mom, because I just moved them out here. I said, Mama, when the winds pick up like this, a fire is closely following it. And sure enough, today we got them. So pray for us. I don't know, man. Yesterday, I think I laid out everything pretty clearly about my concerns about the Jets. Right now, I still feel like we win, but I don't expect a blowout at all. If we do happen to blow that team out, it's going to give Garrett a little leeway with me, because Garrett and Kellen Moore would have done an excellent job, and the defense as well, as far as stopping Le'Veon Bell. They would have done an excellent job, to defeat this football team, because they're really not a winless football team when you think of how inept those guys are. They're not Washington and Miami. I just want to say that. I hadn't even looked at the rest of the schedule this week because, I was in my own feelings. But I didn't look until yesterday, and I saw the Vikings versus the Eagles. And boy, I'm going to really enjoy an L on that one. I hope, of course, I hope the Eagles get the L for obvious reasons. But if the Vikings somehow get an L, I will enjoy that as well, with wifey being a Vikings fan and her sending the children in here to mock me when the Cowboys lost to the Packers last week during my after game video. So karma is a you-know-what. But about that game, Kirk Cousins, he's as iffy as it gets. I can't stand Kirk Cousins. And last week he had a real good game, so probably this week he won't have a good game, but he should be able to take advantage of that Eagles secondary. He really should. And on defense, they should get their hands on that slippery Carson Wentz. So like I said over and over and over, Carson Wentz is one of the best, if not the best, at avoiding a sack. Him and Russell Wilson. I got to put Russell Wilson in there as well too, because you can't once you get your hands on him, you're not done. And even last week, I told you I watched the Eagles-Jets game. He was back to pass, and the guy had him high, and Carson Wentz just ducked and went back up and completed like a 20-yard pass, which was absolutely amazing. So this week he's gonna have to deal with a serious pass rush, and they shouldn't be able to run all over Philly either, like they did on Green Bay. On Minnesota either, just like they did on Green Bay. Philadelphia should have a hard time running and passing the football. And on the flip side, they should have several issues with Thielen and Diggs if Kirk Cousins can get them the ball. So after church, I will be watching that one. I might go live early, like right after halftime, to watch the rest of that game before our game starts. But that's going to be a good one. And if that one doesn't twist my fancy or whatever, that Houston versus Kansas City game is going to be great. The two of the most prolific quarterbacks of today's game going head-to-head, Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. I'm a Clemson fan, so I'm going to be pulling for Watson. But my smart money is probably on Houston. I don't bet, I'm just saying it. It's probably on Houston because of their defense, because J.J. Watt and et cetera. I'm still waiting for Kansas City's defense to prove they're Super Bowl worthy. Right now, they're not. And right now, Patrick Mahomes has to throw out of his mind for Kansas City to win. Tyreek Hill might be playing, but still, Mahomes, I think, has only thrown one touchdown for the past 2 weeks. So I'll be watching that as well. We're all going to miss the Rams versus San Francisco, and San Francisco has really intrigued me. I kind of want to watch them play, but I'll miss it. But I'll get the highlights of Rams versus San Francisco. hopefully we'll get on the top of the Jets fast so we can put that game away and I can watch the end of the Rams game on the side on the second TV over there or something like that. If they beat the Rams, if San Francisco beats the Rams, then they're probably going to the playoffs, probably. And Monday night, I'll probably check out that Green Bay versus Detroit game. That should be a little bit of fun. But okay, quick video. I'm going out there to fire watch. Like I said, keep us in the prayers. I didn't know how serious fires was until I moved out here. You know, the running thing is, earthquakes in California. I've only experienced a couple of earthquakes and they've been very minimal. I know a big one is coming, but earthquakes do not scare me nearly as much as fires. I've been through some very serious fires. Actually, to be honest, where my house is right now, this was on fire. The ground that this house is on right now was on fire in 2011, and I was in Dallas at the Minnesota versus the Cowboys game, and I looked on the TV in my hotel room, and they were showing my community with those big planes dropping stuff on my houses or whatever. And I think I made a video and updated on YouTube of how the fire line was right outside my house, and I had blue stuff on my house from the dropping. It was really scary, and we were entirely evacuated. So just keep me in your prayers, and I'll see you tomorrow with that last look of the Jets versus the Cowboys. Peace.